so tired, I've just got up. So here I am trying to find the best lighting in the flat so I don't look as messed up as I do. So I've just got up, it's late as hell, I'm really knackered, didn't sleep well. Oh, that rhymed, didn't actually mean it to. As you can see, I'm in my gown, attire. So let's have a chat, let's get real. So as I said in my previous video, I've set myself some fitness challenges and goals this year to help overcome my anxiety, my mental health, and my physical health as well. I'm trying to still pack on weight and be healthier. My sleeping has been such a bad thing recently. I just can't sleep, I just can't. Went to bed early last night and I was tossing and turning until 6 AM. So I'm running on like sleep deprivation, which is making training so hard because you just obviously can't train on like 3 hours sleep. I can't go for a run, train for everything that I want to do. So I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. So in April I'm doing a 10k kind of half marathon in Brighton. That's a couple months away and I've already been training through January and I can already run 5k. So I'm hoping in 2 months 10k will be doable for me. If not, I'm screwed. Or everything that's going on with my sleeping right now is genuinely is worrying me that I won't be able to do it. Like, I'm scared. Like, I've already cut out quite a lot of training in the last couple of weeks due to how sleeping my poor sleep hygiene has been. So I'm really trying to stay on top of it. I don't really know how. This morning I ordered some melatonin like gummies to try and help, see if that would. Whether or not it will, I have no idea, and we'll see. But as you can see, like, yeah, I'm not looking too great. I'm feeling rough and tired. We're gonna hang in there. So yeah, training for that 10k, and literally in a couple weeks I'm gonna start my challenge of climbing the 3 peaks. So the 3 peak challenge is basically, so I live in the UK. In the UK, the top 3 tallest mountains are Scafell Pike, Mount Snowdon and Ben Nevis. Scafell Pike is the tallest mountain in England, Mount Snowdon is the tallest mountain in Wales, and Ben Nevis is the tallest mountain in the whole of the UK, located in Scotland. There isn't a mountain higher than Ben Nevis until you get to Norway, I believe. The 3 peak challenge is a cool challenge that people do, that people climbers and hikers do in the UK. These mountains can be quite challenging, but it's nothing extreme. Like, you have to have some sort of level of fitness to climb Ben Nevis. Mount Snowdon, I think you need some sort of average fitness, but I've always watched YouTube videos of other people climbing Snowdon that have average fitness and they never look like they're enjoying it. They always look gassed out and tired. So I'm gonna train for all 3. I'm gonna like do some up climb, like training in the gym. I want to be able to enjoy the views when I'm walking up and not be gassed out and dying for air. So in this video I'm doing kind of like touching base a little bit on my routine of eating and stuff in the day and what I do to try and stay on top of my health. As a lot of you might already know, there's a huge tie between your mental health and your stomach. So if up here you're not feeling great, down there you're not going to feel very great, and you're going to feel quite unwell. It can give you IBS, it can give you like other issues. For me, the combination of real high intense anxiety and stress, it sent me into a state of mania like a couple of years ago and ended up getting ulcers from it, among other things I was putting into my body to try and help with my anxiety, which didn't obviously help make things worse. But we won't go into that. And as you can see from my previous videos, I've had a history of emetophobia. And you can look that up. It's a fear, it's an anxiety based around extreme fear of being sick, and I always felt so ill and rough all the time because I'm hypersensitive to that, I guess. I'm hypersensitive to sleep, eating, like stress really physically affects me. Like, it makes me ill, it makes me so unwell, stress, and I'm easily stressed out. So as you'll be able to see in my previous videos, I lost a lot of weight and I wasn't looking too great at all, as I mentioned. So what I do to try and stay on top of this, to break that cycle of physical health going down, which then makes my mental health go down, which then makes my physical health go down, and it's just a never-ending circle of fighting one another. So what I do to try and stay on top of that and break the cycle is I try my hardest to be... What's my watch telling me? Oh, I've got an incoming call. I'm going to ignore you. It's my little fitness watch that I got. It's really cool. Thought it'd be useful on the mountain and stuff and when I'm doing my runs. Anyway, what I thought I would do to break that cycle was if I can stay on top of my physical health, it would improve my mental health, which then would improve my physical health, and then so like I'm trying to do the opposite, like trying to counteract the downward spiral and make it an uphill spiral. I hope this camera angle isn't too weird. I feel like it is. So I'm no nutritional expert, although I've done a bloody lot of research over the last couple of years on what you should and shouldn't eat. A lot of it's cliche shit, like you know what you should be eating, you know you should eat less sugar and all of that rubbish. I decided to crouch down here because I think it's just a little bit better. It seemed a bit weird being up on top of the microwave. So yeah, so this is what I kind of do to help me stay on top of my physical health, feeling good, and like despite my IBS, despite how hypersensitive I am to everything, and how ill it is easy for me to become and stuff. So this is what I do to start my day. So this is the corner of the kitchen of goodies. Ignore the Baileys. I don't drink alcohol. Not really. No, I don't. On a very rare occasion, I have a cheeky glass of a shot of Baileys on the rocks. It's a cream liqueur. It's I find it's quite easy on my stomach and I quite like it. But yeah, I'm not drinking it. I'm doing some training, obviously. So in the morning, I'll always have my Wellman gummies. I have 3 of them, sometimes 2, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling a bit peckish, I'll just try and eat them now. Come on. 3 vitamin gummies. Oh. I'll also have 2 of these probiotics. Now, with these you need to like research the best strains, because you can walk into Boots or a pharmacy store and see a bottle of probiotics and it will say it has 14 different strains of bacteria in, and there's billions of them, and it'll do your stomach wonders. But sometimes the strains of bacteria they put in probiotics are actually pretty useless. They're not that like amazing. They say that buying a probiotic that has 7 very useful bacteria strains in is much better than a bottle of probiotics that has 14 useless strains in them. You know, different types of strains of bacteria do different things and can have different benefits. There's this one that I have, I can't pronounce the word of the strains, but it's lacto, I'm not even going to bother. I can't even pronounce that, but it has 7 strains of this really good bacteria. I did some research and finding that this was the best one. And I take 2 of these a day, and it's really benefited my stomach. It's helped with inflammation. I felt like that I had in there. It can help with IBS. It can help with inflammatory bowel disease. People who have that can take it, and it's meant to like help with those symptoms. So if you have stomach issues and your anxiety is really affecting your stomach, like it does with me, and just your own physical health, that's quite a good thing to help. And if it doesn't help you physically, it could help you psychologically, which is still like a good benefit. So I've taken a couple of them. Oh, and taking my probiotics has led me onto this. Keeping hydrated, man. Can't stress. I know that's a cliche piece of advice, but I can't stress how much it benefits you. I carry around, this is a bit like less overwhelming than carrying around like a 2-litre bottle. This is 700 millilitres. I drink 3 of these a day. Boom, done. Drink 1 of these before I go to the gym. I can easily polish off a whole one while I'm at the gym, and then I'll polish off one last one between getting back from the gym and the evening going to bed. So that's like a little over 2 litres a day I drink, and it makes a massive benefit. So I highly recommend getting a weighing scale. It's a little bit grubby, I need to clean it. And I use this to weigh out my oats in the morning. I keep all my oats and carb stuff in these little boxes. So I have my oats, and I will have about 60 grams of oats, and I will have that with some fruit. It's good to get the fruit in with your oats after I've taken my supplements, and the fruit is a massive pick-me-up. Like, and the fruit and oats in the morning just makes me feel so good. I think it's important to start your day on a high, so like, and I think if you get up and just have a slice of toast and a cup of tea, you're going to be a bit there. You're going to feel so much better doing something like this. So I'll have 60 grams of oats, and I'll have it with some blueberries, and I'll have it with some raspberries, and that shit will get me going. And mix it with some Greek yogurt as well. So that's breakfast, that's my morning. What I'll do is later I'll also have a little snack, it won't be too big, and then we'll head to the gym. So I've been up, honestly, a little bit longer now. It's the afternoon. I'm gonna look in the lens. I have a terrible habit of looking at the screen rather than the lens. So basically, it's a bit of a fail at lunch. So I ended up just, instead of what I was meant to have was rice, chicken, and I've got some nice vegetables prepped. All your reds and your yellows and your peppers. I like lettuce, like all the veg and stuff. Just going, like I said, whack that with some chicken and some rice, and I thought that'd be a good meal to have. Instead, because I'm tired and lazy today and got up late and didn't sleep very well, I just went to the shop and then I was like, oh, couldn't be bothered to cook. So I ended up getting this southern fried chicken wrap. Pretty naughty. I don't think my run's going to go too well later in a minute. Oh god. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. Training for a half marathon in April. Well, it's not a half marathon, it's 10k. I googled half marathons, and half marathons, when like googled, mostly come out 10k, but I swear like a half marathon is long, like more than 10k. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'm probably, you know, need to drink a bit more water, and then we start our run. Oh god. Look at this weather. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's raining all over my plant bag and plant pots. Christmas tree is doing well though. Oh god. Right. Like I said, let's do this thing. You have no idea the aggressive rap I'm listening to right now to motivate me on this run. As I said, I've had some time off, so I'm not very used to running, but I will complete this. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, I'm worried, but I'm not too worried about how gassed I'm becoming, considering how much progress I was making. You seem to lose it as quickly as you gain it. But then again, that also makes me not too worried, you know. I'm hoping by April, 10k will be a breeze, you know. Oh god. So the run is done. Managed to complete it in good time. I still feel like I've got a long way to go yet until I'm able to do this 10k with not much issues. Bloody hell, like I said, you lose it as quickly as you gain it. Like I've had a week and a half off and I feel much less stronger than I was a few weeks ago when I was running. Like 5k felt really doable 2 weeks ago, and now it feels like I really have to mentally push myself. But I don't think, I mean, I still can do it, and I don't think it'll take long for me to get that back. I think the primary goal is to be able to run 10k comfortably, stay on top of my eating, stay on top of my anxiety and my mental health, continue to do things like meditating, self-reflect, talk to people on the forums, get advice from them. Like I said, this 10k thing isn't the only thing I'm training for. I want to climb Scafell Pike in a few weeks, at the end of this month. So yeah. Oh well. Oh god, I can't get the focus. Bon appetit. That's probably my game you can hear in the background. I've got the PS5 loaded up. It tastes so good. No, I feel like crap. You're making me a chamomile. Oh, you're so sweet. I've got my hot water bottle, feeling like shit like I normally always do. My stomach issues and my anxiety makes it worse. I just feel rough, and I think it's because, like I said, I think the lack of sleep is just catching up with me, but no matter how tired I am, I just won't fall asleep. But chamomile and honey, man, that's the way. Oh, this is why I hate eating. So we are done for the day. I had had my dinner and my run and my walk. I like going for a little walk in the evening to just kind of like settle my mind and feel okay again. I have quite an overreactive brain. I think that's why I struggle to sleep, so going for a little walk just helps tone everything down before going to bed. So you guys know what I'm training for. Obviously you know I want to do the Brighton 10k marathon weekend in Brighton, marathon. And you know I'm going to try and climb scafell pike, which should actually be quite fun. I don't think you need an extreme amount of fitness to climb it. I think it's as long as you've got some good fitness, but bearing in mind I was a couch potato back at Christmas, and today was good. I obviously had that little blip that you guys saw briefly in the evening where my stomach was playing up and my anxiety was playing up and I did start to feel sick. But again, chamomile and hot water bottle goes a long way. Yeah, I find it really hard, especially with the sleeping. Like my insomnia is so bad, it has been for the last week, so bad, to the point where it's really affecting my training. It affects my training and then it makes my mental health worse. It's just, yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm moaning. There are people out there that suffer from far worse. But it does feel like it's a constant battle, you know, to stay on top of my mental health and my physical health, and sometimes the line is blurred between what is psychological and what's actually real. You know, like, you know, when it comes to feeling sick and my stomach feeling bloated and not wanting to eat, feeling chronic fatigue. Obviously the stress keeps me up at night, like insomnia and stuff is triggered by stresses and worries if I'm gonna fall asleep or worries about other things in my day. But I know for a fact that it'd be a whole lot worse if I wasn't exercising and I wasn't staying on top of diet. I see so many people that have chronic anxiety, especially around the anxiety called emetophobia, who don't eat very well at all. Like, they don't eat well, they eat like rubbish and then wonder why they feel like rubbish. I mean, you are what you eat, so if you're going to eat, if you have emetophobia, it's probably best to stay away from greasy foods that will make you feel bloated and make you feel sick, which will then trigger your emetophobia or anxiety, which is a fear of being sick, for those who don't know. And just in general, if you have insomnia or sleeping problems or like anxiety problems, it's probably not best to like drink tons of caffeine, like, and that will keep you up. And like, you know, like I said, you are what you eat. So if you eat good and exercise, it's going to help a lot. The way you feel, and the way you feel will affect the way you feel up here, and then the way you feel up here will then output to the rest of your body in the world. So I know for a fact I wouldn't be to where I am if it wasn't for Carol's help, and it wasn't for like the exercise and setting myself goals, like small goals, like throughout the year. Eventually next year I want to be doing triathlons and shit. Like, I really want to be like doing crazy things. This year I'm kind of keeping it a little bit low key but still challenging. I think running 10k for most would be challenging who haven't done it before. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay strong, and if anybody's got any advice on nutrition or even training for this 10k and for Snowdon and Ben Nevis and like all these other things I'm doing in terms of keeping my fitness up, please feel free to put in the comments. I'm not an expert, I'm always willing to learn. Take it easy, guys. Alright, love ya.